Hi guys! Today's video is going to cover some tips and tricks for what to do when you're just not feeling inspired, but you want to do something artistic. If you want to do a painting, do some crafts, do some art, go over a couple different suggestions to get you going, get that inspiration and creativity back up again. My name's Natasha Teskovich. I put out new videos every week about art and fashion. Give me a like and subscribe, hit the bell, and enjoy the video!
Sometimes it can just feel like you have no ideas, especially when you've been waiting to have time to do art and you don't want to waste any of it. Unfortunately, all that pressure can create the opposite effect from what you want. Here's a few ideas to get your creativity flowing. Now, most of these are focused on visual art, but I know as well as anyone that writer's block can benefit from a lot of these as well. In fact, even letting your hands sketch visually when you need to write can help loosen you up. I'll try to call it out specifically when a tip is useful for writers too. Alright, first category, just start. Start with a small charcoal or pencil sketch. The idea is just to get your hand moving on something that's low investment and low risk. Don't think too hard about it, just draw the first thing you see or whatever is right in front of you or on your desk. You could take a look at some older works and see if anything stands out to start work on again. This one works well for writers. Take a look at an old piece that maybe you never finished or maybe one you weren't quite happy with. For artists, you can start by picking out your color palette first. This might be counterintuitive if you haven't decided what you want to paint, but just let the colors lead the way. You can also make something purposefully bad. Freeing yourself from perfection can really help you get started. Sometimes you'll find a really cool line or a shape in what you made. The idea of wanting to make something perfect all the time can really hold you back, and intentionally trying to do something terrible gives you a lot of free rein for your subconscious and your intuition to just really create something it didn't know you could do before. For writers, write the worst prose you can imagine, or write the most boring, salesy email, just to get all that nonsense out of your head. For artists or writers, make something emotional. Use whatever you've got. Are you angry that this is being difficult? Put that down on the page. Maybe something's been getting you down lately. Try to express it in a picture. Again, these don't have to be good. You're just trying to get some catharsis. As a writer, you could write about something emotional, something you're passionate about, even if you don't have a place for it and it's not appropriate for what you need. Just get the words coming out of you and get your feelings flowing. Now, to generate ideas, one thing I like to do is to keep a folder on my phone or computer of works that inspire me. So this might just be a Pinterest board, just some Instagram saves, or just a folder of photographs on your phone, even on your computer. For writers, same thing. Keep a folder of things you read somewhere that you saw that really appealed to you, things that stood out that you'd like to try or you'd like to be able to write like that someday. To relax, you could try taking a bath or a shower. You know how your best ideas sometimes come when you're in the middle of a shower, getting ready for work, and then by the time you can actually sit down and think you've forgotten it? Harness that. Turn your brain off for a minute while you wash your hair or have a nice scrub. If nothing else, you'll come out relaxed and clean. You can go through a magazine and do quick sketches of anything that catches your eye. You can flip to a random page in a book and draw what you find. For writers, recreate a paragraph in your own words. Find a scene that you like and change it a little bit. For artists, you could run an image through some extreme filters and see what results. Give that a try. Pull out your camera, take some pictures in your house or your neighborhood. Walk around. If you're a writer, write a description of every scene you see. Find someone interesting and make up a story for them or talk about what they need in their life. You can always use yourself as a figure model. Set your camera on timer mode and take poses you always wanted to draw or have never tried before. Brainstorm what your artistic goals are. What styles and techniques have you always wanted to try but been too afraid of or thought they just might be too much work? Make a big giant list and then go through it and see what would be the easiest to get started with right now. What do you already have the supplies for in your house? Gather all your supplies together and think about new combinations. For writers, again, check what your goals are. What have you always wanted to write but you've never really sat down and tried yet? What are your goals and what could you do today to write that would actually help get you there? For artists, make sure you go through all your supplies and find things that maybe you've never even used or you bought and only used once. Try a new medium. If you paint, try some clay. If you use watercolors, try oils. If you like acrylics, why not give alcohol inks a try? For writers, try a new genre. If you normally write blog posts for work, write some poetry. If you write fiction, write a how-to guide. And if you normally write sales copy, just write a short story from your life or something like that. You can always use YouTube to learn new painting techniques and paint along. The classic is just to follow along with a Bob Ross video. You can always do something physical. Go for a run, go to the gym. Just take a walk around the block. Try colors you don't normally use. Pick out at least one you think is ugly or just not your style and try to make it work. Try to make it blend in with your style or try exactly that. Try something that's not what you would normally do. For writers, pick a topic you don't like and commit to a paragraph or a page. Write about something you don't want to be writing about, something that you know is not going to turn out good, and you're not going to put it anywhere. You're just getting some words out, just getting yourself in the flow of motion and moving your ideas around. You could take 3 of your favorite pieces from other artists and combine them into a new original piece. If you're a writer, take some of your favorite works of others and rework them to make them better. You don't have to publish anything, so don't worry about plagiarism. Just work with what's already there and what you would have done differently. When you're just stuck, if you're feeling stuck mentally, try to relax and let your subconscious free. I know, easier said than done, right? Try to do some journaling or free writing to help clear your brain of stress. When I'm really wrapped up in my own head, I love just putting a pen to paper and writing as fast as I can, not worrying about what I'm even saying, whether it's even sentences. It can really just help you get it out of your brain. Try some guided meditation or mindfulness meditation. I personally love the Insight Timer app. I'll put a link below because you can search by topic. I like finding guided meditations to go to sleep or just to relax and imagine a scene to loosen up my creativity before painting or writing. You want to set yourself a nice work environment. Drink a nice hot cup of tea, light a nice smelling candle, play some good music. Create a place you want to be in. If you create a little ritual every time, it can even help your brain get primed because it knows what's going to happen when you light that candle and sit down in that room. Alternatively, play some really energetic music to pump yourself up. Do a dance, get your body moving. Now, my biggest tip for writing is that when I need to write something, I've realized that I have to conceptualize it as research or I never get anything done. Sitting and staring at a blank page does not get me anywhere, but research, where all I have to do is search for something on the internet and then take notes, is easy, and I just start writing whatever it is I need to write because, oh yeah, I have all these topics and now my brain just has ideas. Make sure you remember that you know you're capable of doing it, especially if you've done it before. Even if what you produce right away isn't what you wanted, if you keep going, eventually it'll be good. Most people will probably look at it anyway and think it's pretty good, even if you don't feel it's your best work. Putting out something is better than nothing. Everyone goes through artistic blocks sometimes, but the more you put out, the more things you make. If you do enough, eventually you'll get better. In fact, that's the only way you'll ever get better. Sitting there and waiting to draw the perfect thing is never going to happen. Now, do you have any good tips for getting past a creative block? Let me know in the comments or come over on Instagram and leave me a comment there. If you've drawn or written anything really cool that you managed to do to get past a creative block, post that too and I'll take a look. For now, relax, enjoy, get pumped, have a good time, and just get started.
All right, hopefully you had some ideas there that'll help you the next time you get stuck. I know for me, there's nothing worse than sitting in front of a blank piece of paper and not knowing what to do, especially when you worked so hard to make time to do art. So hopefully these ideas will help you out. Let me know in the comment if they do, if you've used some of these before, or if you're planning to. I'll see you guys next week. Bye now.